Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to another LEGO Ninjago Legacy review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 71735, Tournament of Elements. This set includes 283 pieces and retails for $29.99 when it came out back on January 1st of 2021. So getting right into this and taking a look at the box art, this is one of the few sets celebrating the 10th anniversary of the LEGO Ninjago TV show. This set is based off season 4, named the Tournament of Elements. Pretty nice. You also do get your Legos at the top, Golden Lloyd at the top, who we also get as a minifigure but without that mask right there, in addition to the rest of our characters. That exclusive version of Lloyd only comes in this set to celebrate the 10th anniversary of LEGO Ninjago. Flipping to the back of the box, we have some of the play features for this particular set, in addition to collect all 6 Golden Ninja. Also, 2 of those characters do not exist in the currently available sets. We will be getting one that is also not featured inside the Ninjago City Gardens. Top of the box features your minifigures right here, with all of them named in addition to the actual size of your Golden Lloyd. Sides of the box feature your Legos and Lego Life advertisements in addition to your choking hazards. Side of the box features another very nice picture of Lloyd and smaller picture of the set. And then finally the very bottom does feature some more stuff in various languages, Lego trademarks, and the barcode for this set. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for the box. So let's open this up and take a look at the box contents. Taking a look at the box contents, we get a total of 3 numbered bags, that being bag number 1, 2, and 3 to build the overall model. In addition, we also do get this spinner piece right here, which is using the new mold that we got back in 2018 for the Legacy line, in addition to our stickers and instruction manual. Let's take a look at those. Taking a look at these stickers, we get 2 of these banners over here, in addition to these 2 stickers for both the cover and one of the inside pages of a book. Looking at the instructions, we get more of a booklet for the instructions, which I do really like seeing that for this set. We do get the QR code in the corner, pretty much mimicking the front of the box right there. Very back features the Win Lloyd from the LEGO Ninjago movie. You flip right open to 2 pages of piece count for this set, then an advertisement for all 4 of the Legacy January Wave sets right here that feature these exclusive minifigures celebrating the 10th anniversary of LEGO Ninjago. Like I said, there are 2 missing from this lineup that were shown on the back of the box, and we will be seeing one in the Ninjago City Gardens. And then finally, that does bring us to the final overall model for this set. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for the instructions, so let's take a look at our minifigures and the final overall model. Taking a look at our first minifigure, we have Kai in his Tournament of Elements robes. This is of course the rebooted style of the robes using the LEGO Ninjago movie style, which I kinda don't like how they have that. I would really love them to go back to the original. I know I keep saying that, but that's really all I have to say for that. Also note that this minifigure is not exclusive, but also came within one other set the year before. He does come with one accessory, being this scythe, which I think it's very interesting that he also comes with that same accessory in the other Tournament of Elements set that I will be comparing to this one in a future video, so look forward to that. But removing that piece, we do get some very nice leg printing leading up to the belt piece up to the main torso. We do get the yellow arms for the sleeveless look, some black hands for some gloves, and some back printing right there showcasing his element of fire, which is very nice to see from the very back. We also do get the under the neck accessory of the ninja mask, which I kinda don't like how those are included, just because it's a pain to take those off. To take a look at the facial expression, where we of course will be getting the LEGO Ninjago movie facial expression with the very nice open mouth smile on the front, and then you can turn that right around to see an unhappy face on the very back. And then we do get this crazier hairstyle that we saw with the LEGO Ninjago movie, which I do prefer the older style piece compared to this one, though this one is okay. For our next minifigure, we have Jay in his Tournament of Element robes. This minifigure is also not exclusive and comes within one other set that released last year in 2020. Taking a look at his minifigure, he does come with one accessory, being these nunchucks, which uses the lightsaber handle piece as well as this chain and rope piece going on inside that more silver color. Very nice to see that. Just like our minifigure of Kai, we do get the leg printing leading up to the belt piece up to the main torso. We get the sleeveless look with the yellow arms, black hands for some gloves. We get the back printing showcasing his element of lightning, and then we get the under the neck accessory of the mask piece, which we have seen previously within the LEGO Ninjago theme, and we can remove that real quickly. To take a better look at that facial expression, which also has a very nice happy smile from the front, and you can turn that right around to say a more stern, unhappy look from the back, which is the LEGO Ninjago movie facial expression, like I said, and we get the LEGO Ninjago movie style hair, which I actually like that hairpiece for Jay, and this is the second time that I'm actually getting that hairpiece, so that's also pretty nice, and it also looks like it might fit my sig fig. You know, it looks like a very nice hairpiece for me, but either way, that's all that I have to say for our minifigure of Jay. One of the more interesting characters included, at least in my opinion, is Jacob. This minifigure is exclusive to the set, and this is the first time that we're getting this elemental master, which is the element of music, I guess. This character didn't really appear too much in the TV show, and we didn't even see him at the end of the show. I don't know what happened with that, but we did hear him in the end credits. I guess that he really did get fed to that snake during that time, but I'm not really too sure since I am rewatching the show, and we'll see if he does pop up again. I'm not really too sure, but either way, this minifigure does come with a very nice accessory of this guitar in this more white color. This was also seen in the Steamboat Willie set, so that's another thing about that piece, which it's very nice to see it pop up again in this set. And that does have the bar connection, so you can connect a minifigure's hand to it. And then we also do get another bar within the inside of that, so then you can actually hold on and pretend that you're strumming that guitar. And now just taking a quick look at his character, we do get these smaller style legs in that teal color, teal arms, teal torso piece with the printing from both the front and the back for his minifigure. We get the yellow hands for the flesh tone, one under the neck accessory being this piece, which is very interesting to see it in gold. That's another color that I have been waiting for it to pop up again in. I'm not really too sure if that's exclusive or not, but either way, very nice to see that. And then we get a double-sided facial expression, one with a very nice open mouth smile with those star sunglasses. Those are pretty cool to see. And then we have more of a scared face from the other side, which does work for like the scenes that you see him within the TV show. And then finally, I do have to mention that we get the afro piece inside black, which I do really like getting it in that color. Not sure if it has popped up recently in that color, but it's still very nice to see it yet again within this set. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for Jacob. For our next minifigure, we have Gravis. This is the element of gravity. This character comes with two accessories, being those bar pieces with the stud on the front, where you can have these dish pieces in this translucent purple, which also has the little sparkles in them, so that's another really cool thing to see within this set. Removing those real quickly, this is the first time that we're seeing this elemental master in LEGO form. We do not get any leg printing on those plain dark red legs, though we do get printing from the very front and back of the torso in that dark red color. You can take a look at that. We get the plain yellow arms and hands for the flesh tone, and then we do get a double-sided facial expression, one from the very front, which I do really like how this facial expression turned out for this minifigure, and then you can turn that right around to see one where he's like meditating, which I just really love that facial expression as well. That's probably my favorite out of the two. And then we get the turban piece, which is the newer style one that was introduced in the CMF. Inside that dark red color, should have been some printing on that, I think, compared to what you see in the TV show, but I think it's fine for what it is, and it does get your point across of who this is. For our next minifigure, we have Bolobo. This minifigure has a very fun name to say, but either way, he does come with one accessory, which I did want to show off since it is quite big and long. We have this staff, which can form these weeds and pieces of grass and stuff like that, because this is the element of nature, which I think that this is a very interesting character to have included. The staff piece, I do really like seeing it inside that tan color, especially seeing the newer style lightsaber handle piece inside that tan color, which was introduced in Monkey Kid. And then you do get like the stem piece from the very top inside that regular green color. Pretty nice to see that. Now zooming back in to see this character, we do get the legs inside that sand green color with the printing leading up to the belt piece. We do get the front and back torso printing, which I believe is not as accurate as it could be to the show, where we have his flesh tone showing from both the front and the back. And then of course we do get the flesh tone for the arms and hands inside that yellow color. Just a very odd character. I think this is probably one of the least accurate to the show that is included within this set. Now, this character also comes with this hair beard combo piece, which I believe was also introduced in the CMF, so it's pretty cool to get that. This is the first time that I'm actually getting that piece. Very interesting piece to get. And then taking that piece off, you can take a look at the facial expression, where we have one with a very nice open mouth smile, and then you can turn that right around to see one that is more angry from the other side. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for Bolobo. And then finally, taking a look at our last minifigure, we have Izor. This minifigure is not exclusive to the set, but also comes within the Boulder Blaster, which I will be reviewing by the end of this week, as well as the new 4+ J's Electromech, which will be releasing in March. So taking a quick look at this minifigure, he does come with one accessory, being this bone axe using the longer style bone piece, and then the axe front, which is connected using a clip. Though taking a quick look at his character, we do get some printing all the way from the bottom of the feet leading up to the top of the belt piece, up to the torso in that black color. We get the legs in that dark red, which I do really like seeing that. Printing for the torso I think looks very nice, and then we do get the yellow arms for the flesh tone, black hands for some gloves, back printing for this minifigure showcasing the snake, which this character probably would have a snake tattoo on his back, but either way, we do get the printing for only the front of the facial expression, since we don't really have anything to cover the back of this character's head, since we have this mohawk piece inside that black color, which I do really like getting it in that color. And then you can just take a quick look from the back. And then the front, we do get a very interesting tattoo going on, and then we only have the one eye that works for this character since his name is Izor. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for Izor. And then the final minifigure included within the set is the Golden Legacy version of Lloyd. This minifigure is obviously exclusive to the set with the arrangement of parts, though I believe you can get some of these parts within other versions of his characters, especially the facial expression and the hair headband combo, which I believe will also be coming in the March wave of sets for the new season of Ninjago. But for this minifigure, we do get some very nice leg printing leading up to the belt piece, and then we also do get the printing from the very front of the torso, which also looks pretty nice. We get the golden arms, golden hands for the character. We also do get the golden under the neck accessory, which this is the older style one that we saw back in 2012, so that's also pretty nice to note, where you can also store the swords from the very back. You do get two swords inside that golden color as well to store from the very back. I will remove that piece so then we can take a better look at the back printing in a second, but we do get a double-sided facial expression, which is the Lego Ninjago movie one, with the open mouth smile from the front, and then you can turn that right around to see a more unhappy look from the back. And then, like I said, this hair headband combo is new for this minifigure, which I really love that is being included, and that is a dual molded part. You can see that also from the inside with the green and the tan for this minifigure, and also tan hairpiece. Hopefully they can do that in Harry Potter. I don't know why Lego hasn't been doing tan hairpieces more. It's something that I would really love to see. But here's a quick look at the back printing for this minifigure if you were interested in that. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for Golden Legacy Lloyd. Well, actually, I take that back. That was not all that I have to say for the Golden Legacy Lloyd, because we get this little plaque for the character to stand on. So that's another really cool thing, where we have this 2x2 circular tile print in gold with 10 Ninjago years, which I really love that they did that, and that is a printed piece that you can get within all of the Legacy sets, minus the 4+ and the retail exclusive. So yeah, that's pretty much really all that I have to say for that. You do get the connection of the studs right there for the feet, and it is building on the side mostly for this build. So yeah, that's all for our minifigure of the Golden Legacy Lloyd. So taking a look at the final overall model for the Tournament of Elements, we do get a very similar build to what we saw back in 2015 with the Dojo Showdown, but otherwise, in addition to the main section of the model, we do get two other smaller builds. Let's take a look at those. So the first piece that we actually get within this set is one of the newer spinners that were introduced back in, say, 2018. We do get a horseshoe piece from the very bottom of that, just so then you have the ability to spin this like such. And then you do get the 2 studs inside, so then you can actually place a character in here. And I also really love the dual molding on this with the gold and then the transclear, which also has like the sparkles in it, which is just really crazy to see how they went all out with that. And you can even see like how the sparkles went all the way into like the very bottom of this thing. But either way, you can place a character in here if you want to, and you just put their feet right there on top of the stud area, which I put Kai in there just because I don't think this is Kai's spinner piece because we have the gold. This should probably go to the Lloyd that we get in this set, but I don't really think that makes any sense because that version of Lloyd doesn't really go with this setting, I guess. But either way, you can just spin your character in here. Another thing that we get within the set to represent Spinjitzu, which we have been seeing quite a lot from LEGO Ninjago, is this piece where we have this thicker part from the end that you can hold on to, and then from the very top of this we have like this wheel connection to this piece which has these studs exposed, which you can actually wheel this around on the ground and make that spin, which you can put another character right here on those studs. And this is also supposed to represent like that Spinjitzu action where you have your character like spinning back and forth around like that. So that's another really cool thing that LEGO introduced. And another really interesting thing that I just thought of that you can also do with this is that you can bring this into the action, remove the horseshoe piece from the very bottom of this, and then plop that right on top. And you can also like spin it like that, and you know, that's another really cool thing that I just thought you can do with this, and it really makes sense to have it work like that. You don't have to like spin it yourself with your fingers, but you know, it makes it for a little bit more fun of like a play feature for this particular piece. Now, taking a look at the final overall model for the Tournament of Elements, we do get a lot of references and some interesting stickered pieces in this build. So starting all the way from the side, we're going to take a look over here. So over here we have some parts that you can disconnect from the main model. They are connected using these ball joint pieces, so you can't easily just move them up and down into the side, which I don't know why you'd move them up, but I guess you can, you know, just do that if you want to. But you can disconnect these from the side, which is shown within the instructions and also on the box, that you can disconnect these areas and just have them loose like in front of the main model. But right here we also do get some more of these pieces, which we do get a bag full of these green weapon pieces right off the bat. And I don't really care for these, you know, they're interesting. I guess you can pretend that these are jade blades, though we actually get some that look more sort of like them back there. And I sort of wish that they would use the original mold for that. That would have been very nice if they did that. But either way, this part does spin using the Technic function, and it's sort of just to knock down your character if they're coming by. So that's another really interesting thing included. Moving over here past that ball joint, we do get another very interesting reference to the Ninjago theme, being this book, which does have 2 stickers in it, one for the very front of the cover, and then one right there on the 1x2 tile for the inside spell for this book, which this is supposed to represent Klaus's spell book within the series. And then we do get the spell inside to turn you into the Anaconda, which I think is a very interesting reference, one that I wouldn't have noticed right off the bat unless I actually rewatched the show, which I actually rewatched the entire of the Tournament of Elements, and I'm slowly working my way through the rest of the show as I'm recording this video. So from the very center we get more of those green weapons right here, which those are all connected using the clip piece connection, just so then you can actually remove these and give them to your characters if you want to. So if you have our good friend Jacob, who does get knocked off right off the bat from this series, you can give him one of these weapons. He just holds the lightsaber handle part of that, and you can just have him fighting for whatever. And then finally, moving all the way over here, we do get this barrel, which inside this barrel we have another reference to the show where we have these roller skate pieces, which there was an episode where they had this roller skate competition between the element of Form and also Lloyd, I believe. That's what I remember from the series, just off the top of my head. I might be wrong, but either way, that's another another really interesting reference to see included. Would have liked to see some roller skates for everybody, and even to be able to see the character that Lloyd faced in the show for that particular scene in this set. And then finally, to the side of that, we also do get another extension using that ball joint connection, which you can also move to the side and also up and down and remove from that particular area. So from here we have this little tree going on, which I don't know why we have this, but I guess it's fine for what it is. We do get one of these bigger leafy green pieces, and then that's connected on one of these bigger spike pieces in black. We get a smaller one from there just for like a little stem, I guess, going on from that point, but you can reconnect that and make sure that that is also just facing upwards from that point, and reconnect the other one to that side just to make sure everything is staying where it's supposed to be. Now, zooming out a little bit, I do want to just talk about like the interior behind these parts that we talked about, which I also do really like seeing like the connection right here just for like the supports, where we used this piece, which would normally be like a bazooka type piece in red. We do get the clip piece connection and the stud connection just to make sure that it is stable right there between like the archways from the very top. And then also from the very back, we do get these 3 window pane pieces right here, which also uses the regular longer window pane piece from the very back just for the styling of that, and I think that works very well for this situation. So moving all the way up to the very top of this model, we do get more areas for your characters to actually stand up here, and this is supposed to represent like the main room of Chen's sort of place where the Tournament of Elements is occurring, where we have like this top floor area that's more circular, and then we have like this bottom floor area where everybody can also just walk around. We don't get any stairs, would have been nice to see some of that, but either way, we do get like these fenced off areas right from the very front. I do like how that is working from that area, where we also have them in gold right there. We also do get these dragon head pieces, which were introduced in the Lego Ninjago movie. We get 2 of the same sticker from each side on these 2x6 tile pieces, which I think is a very interesting tile piece to get, especially in plain black. So it would have been nice if these were left empty, because those are pretty nice pieces to actually get within the set. We get 2 of them, 1 each with this sticker from the very front with these swords, and also like the Anacondri symbol that you also saw on the back of Izor. We also do get these vase builds, which I just think it's really interesting how they made those, where we also do get the stamp piece from the very bottom of those, but you can easily open this up because it has like a hollow top piece, which I really think that that's very clever how they did that. And hidden in here you have a little knife, so that's also really cool that they did that. Could have hidden a jade blade in there, that would have been very interesting to see, but you know, you need to have a bigger vase for that. But either way, we do get like the same situation from the other side, and then this vase does not have anything in it, though you can hide something in there if you so desire. Finally, from the very center, we get 3 more weapons right here, which also uses like this top piece to a sword connected to the lightsaber handle piece, and then we have another one of those smaller knives which is connected in the same way, just with an extra stud connection to make sure it's sturdy. And then we also get the same sort of style for the build as you move to the very top of the architecture area, and then we also do get like this part that juts out, which is, you know, common when it comes to Ninjago builds, so it's nothing really that I have to talk about that's too exciting, but it's really cool to see how they did actually bring that all together. So overall, for $30, I think that this set is definitely worth it. For the minifigure selection alone, you do get 3 new Tournament of Element players who we previously have not seen before in LEGO form, in addition to getting another one of those 10th anniversary exclusive minifigures for the LEGO Ninjago theme. You do get 2 repeats, and one that does repeat within 2 other sets within the March and January waves for this year 2021. But overall, the build for this set I think is just really amazing. I love how they did it, and I do really like getting these types of builds from LEGO Ninjago, these types of minifigure play sets. And then the build is part of what you see within the TV series. You do get quite a lot of interesting references, like you get Klaus's spellbook, and you also do get like the roller skates, lots of very nice stickers and weapons to get within this set. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!